Imagine waking up and the entire world is frozen mid-breath. Cars paused, birds hanging in the sky, and only you can move. What would you do first? Would you celebrate freedom or feel terror creeping in? Because here's the truth most people ignore. Total freedom without limits can feel heavier than chains. And here's the shocking part. Psychologists say humans lose direction within days without social interaction. So if time froze for everyone else, how long before you broke? At first, I know exactly what I'd do. I'd run into empty streets laughing. No traffic, no noise, no deadlines, just me and infinite quiet. Sounds magical, right? But then reality hits. No one answering your jokes, no one arguing with you, no one caring about your wins. Have you ever noticed how silence can scream louder than noise? You'd walk into stores and pick anything you want. Luxury watches, designer clothes, stacks of cash. Yet after a few hours, something feels wrong. Why does stolen happiness taste empty? Because value comes from effort and from people. Even billionaires like Warren Buffett say relationships matter more than money. Without people, success turns into dust. Imagine standing before your crush, frozen mid-smile. You can't talk, can't hear their voice, can't feel their reaction. Suddenly you realize connection is life's real currency. Would you fix your mistakes, change exam answers, move things around, take revenge? Be honest. What temptation would pull you first? I used to think I'd fix every regret, rewrite my past, adjust every bad decision. But then I asked myself, if mistakes disappear, do lessons disappear too? And think about history. If time froze before great failures, would inventions ever happen? Would Thomas Edison invent the bulb without thousands of failed tries? Failure shapes wisdom. Pain sharpens empathy. If you erase struggle, you erase growth. And suddenly, life becomes shallow. Imagine exploring the world alone. Empty cities of New York City, silent markets of Tokyo, deserted streets of Paris. Sounds cinematic, but also haunting. No laughter in cafes, no music in buses, no kids playing in parks. Wouldn't you start missing even the annoying things? Here's what most people miss. The purpose of time is not productivity, it's connection. Without shared moments, memories lose meaning. Personally, when I once stayed alone for weeks during lockdown, I thought I'd enjoyed peace. But loneliness taught me something brutal. We need each other to stay human. So if time froze, you'd try talking to mannequins, pets, even mirrors, because your brain craves response. Have you ever talked to yourself in silence? Studies show solitary confinement breaks people faster than physical torture. Imagine that. And you chose it because you wanted freedom. Would you become a hero or a thief? Would you help strangers or exploit their frozen trust? This question reveals who you really are. I believe character is tested when no one is watching. If time froze, your conscience becomes your only judge. And that's a terrifying courtroom. Imagine fixing small things, closing a child's open window, moving a falling object, saving someone from danger before time resumes. Wouldn't that feel meaningful? Then suddenly, you'd see every life as fragile, every moment precious, because when time restarts, consequences return like thunder. Here's my realization. If time froze, I wouldn't chase money or revenge. I'd chase understanding, why people act the way they do, why I hurt others without knowing. You'd read people's diaries, see their struggles, their fears, their hopes, and maybe you'd forgive them and yourself. Have you ever wished to pause life just to breathe? We all do. But what if the real solution isn't freezing time, but slowing down inside it? Successful people don't stop time. They manage attention. Steve Jobs said focus is about saying no to distractions. Maybe that's our real power. Imagine using frozen time to learn skills, languages, music, science. When the world restarts, you'd be a genius, but with no one remembering your effort. Would that bother you? Recognition drives motivation. That's why likes, comments, applause feel addictive. Without witnesses, achievements feel invisible. So maybe time freezing teaches humility. Do good even when unseen. Grow even when unnoticed. Become strong without applause. But here's the twist. What if time never restarts? Long pause. What if your loneliness becomes permanent? That fear reveals our deepest truth. We don't want endless life. We want shared life. Personally, I'd sit beside my parents, frozen mid-conversation, and realize how many moments I wasted scrolling, arguing, rushing. That regret would hurt the most. So here's a question for you. If time stopped today, who would you miss first? And if you know the answer, why wait? Why not call them now? Unhug them now, forgive them now, because time isn't guaranteed. Every second is borrowed from the unknown future. The idea of frozen time teaches urgency. Say the truth, start the dream, fix the mistake, before the clock decides for you. Imagine waking tomorrow, realizing time never froze, but you wasted years pretending it would. That realization, that regret, that pain. So don't wait for magic powers. Your real power is attention, kindness, courage, used today. Because one day, time will freeze for real, and none of us will get another move. What story will you leave behind? Think about it tonight, act on it tomorrow, and live like every second is alive, breathing, and precious.